Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Marcia. Let me just start out. Hope everyone had a really nice evening. This broadcast is for demonstration and educational purposes only. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, please consult with a licensed financial advisor. I am not a licensed financial advisor. Okay, with that being said, let's trade. Gold has been this morning is red hot, very volatile. You can see it's right at the top of our leaderboard, and it's in this short trade here. Opening bell just rang. Wow, look at the volume on the ES. Nice volume. This opening bell. The Nasdaq is actually pushing up, and the E-mini is headed down, which is you don't see that very often. Gold got wicked out. That's signal A on the NQ30. Um, wow, what a big move down on the E-mini. Huge candle. While we're waiting for things to settle down a little bit, I just wanted to show you. I was looking over the numbers. Let me see if I can find it. YM is in short, Russell short, E-mini short. This ES6U is in this short trade. That's a strategy, a new one on the signal C that we're testing on this unit on the E-mini. Trades a 6 Unorenko. What I wanted to show you are the top strategies so far this month. I was just going through them and wants to keep an eye on. Our 1 day passes, we have one that's red hot. The ES. This is the CL 1 day pass is up just under 5,000 this month. The ES 1 day pass is up huge, $9,061. This is the ES $50,000 1 day pass. If you're going to trade one of those 1 day pass templates, holy moly, look at that up candle. And Q2 minute just took a 1-day pass. Today's the last day. And I put that in parentheses because we know that the Apex is prone to extend their sales, but worst case scenario they don't. Today is the last day for the 90% off. So I'm going to be a little more aggressive. I've scaled it up to about 5 contracts per trade, and I'm going to try to get some evaluations crossed in this 1-day pass. It looks like it's just you and I here, Marcia. Let me see if I can get anybody to say good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Just want to make sure you can see my screen and hear my voice. Okay, thank you, Marcia. Hey, there you are, Scott. Scott. Okay, Mort. Good morning. Good to know you're alive. Gold has been very volatile this morning. I don't know if you guys saw that, but our signal A went up $1,000 pre-market. Don't really have many news reports. We have that bond auction at about 1 o'clock, I saw. Tomorrow's the big economic news day. That gold signal B, if this keeps going down, looks like it's in a downtrend now. Let's see what the Nasdaq did overnight. I'll look at it on a 2-minute and squeeze it a little bit. Headed down overnight. Now it's kind of filling in that gap. So let's go. Let's continue with the analysis. Let me see if I can find it. I got so excited when I saw that candle. Okay, let's just use this one. Looks like a rainy, rainy day today down here in South Florida. Big move down on gold. Let's go back. So I was highlighting the 1-day passes. Crude oil is up there nicely, and the ES um, is up about 9,000. Let me see if I can figure out how we did that. Someone asked about the volume. I could. I think it's this one here. Testing, 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 testing. I cranked them up full blast. Let me see on my desktop here. Testing, testing, testing. Angel, the way the 1-day pass works is we have pre-formatted templates that we've time optimized. We know the time of day that We get the best entries. The strategy is the most profitable. And we set it to trade during that window. And we have enough contracts where the profit target is just enough to pass the evaluation on one trade. For example, on the E-mini, on the one-day passer, the NQ, the E-mini is 12.50, but the NQ is $5 a tick, and if you trade 10 contracts, it would take 60 ticks to get to 3,000. We put it to 61 to cover the commissions. So it's a one trade, pass or fail, and we've scaled up the number of contracts. That's our one-day pass. And I'm just showing, I'm highlighting which ones have been the most successful. The ones that have been the most successful. This morning I hit a one-day pass on my crude oil, and I see historically this is that's the ES. I'm sorry, the ES up here. I did take an entry on the ES one-day pass earlier, and I closed it out at about a $600 profit. It started coming against me. A couple of other strategies to keep an eye on today. The ES has been red hot. The crude oil, signal A.
Order submitted.
The crude oil, signal A bot, is up 1766. This is trading just one contract for the month of June. That one's doing really well. And then the other strategies that I saw were doing very well were the ES on that 5-minute. The cash register is a signal A. The signal A we trade early in the session from about 8:30 to 11. Once 11 comes, we switch it to the signal B. The signal B bot is up 824. It's only taken $287 in losing trades. And the ES drone is up just under 1,500 trading one contract. So right now the ES, the CL, those are my hot ones for the month. And today, we always look at the what have you done for me lately. Pre-market, we ran the strategies, and the first few hours pre-market, you could see the top strategies here on my leaderboard. So with that in mind, what I did, I got 4 or 5 new Apex accounts, and I scaled them up to 5 contracts. And we're kind of going to go for the gusto today. If they blow out, then we could just renew them at 90% off. Try to get these PA accounts going. Does that answer your question, Angel? Thanks for joining us. This is the AI Auto Trader. If today's your first day, once the strategies are enabled on this system, it becomes fully automated. The system is going to simultaneously trade 6 different instruments. All of the index equities, the Dow, Russell, E-mini, and the NASDAQ. And we've also added crude oil and gold. System does a great job of keeping its finger on the pulse of the market. It brings to our attention, by running all 6 instruments simultaneously in separate SIM accounts, it lets us know which instruments are being influenced by institutional money. And those are the ones that we switch over to our live accounts or funded accounts. Only the ones that are doing the best. The NQ hasn't really given us a direction here. With the ES headed down, you'd think it was going to go down, but very close to hitting on this signal C. I also wanted to show you a strategy. It hit our profit window on this ES trade. And I also wanted to show you a strategy that I've been running on crude oil. Another one. It leverages a Unorenco bar. I've been running it in a SIM account. The SIM account is Trader 2. I've named it. But this is just 1 week of results here. So I think about 7 days. Not a lot of data, but it takes beautiful trades. On one contract from the 3rd to the 11th, it's taken 16 trades, 8 winners, 8 losers. We've got about a 2.5 to 1 risk to reward, so we're making good money. And I'll show you a chart of that. I can even show you the settings if you'd like, but the chart is just really beautiful. Let me see if I can find it. I was looking at it this morning to see the entries that it took. Let me see. Order submitted. Well, this could be a beauty. See how they both line up? The 2-minute and the 30 range are both lining up. So I'm going to go to my strategies and I'm going to look to get in the NQ30 range signal B. I see my RSI lines pinned short. My 2-minute just jumped in short. Market structure wise, it's also aligned to go short. And I like the ES is just flying to the downside. So let's see if we can't get into this short trade. The volume is spiking nicely too. I might be in the trade. Actually, I'm not. Let me see. NQ, it's Apex 19. Order submitted. Order submitted. There it goes. Order submitted. All right, we got a nice trade on that. So I scaled it up a little bit, going a little more aggressive with the last day of the sale, and trying to get pushed over the into a couple PA accounts today. We're going to stay. We're going to switch over to the signal A now on that NASDAQ 30. It's retracing to the 50. My RSI line is coming back up into that green area, and I'm looking for a short roll on that signal A. So now I'm on 17. Crude oil and gold have kind of gone flat on us.
Order submitted.
Getting a good retracement back to the 50. So I look for both the 2-minute and the 30 range to be in alignment. And I've noticed that those signals are really powerful. Could put us in right here if this candle closes down. Nope.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
So the signal A, the cash register, has been hot between 8:30 and 11. Then it goes to the signal B from 11 to 1. That's on the E-mini. Let's see if we can get this short roll on the NASDAQ. Paul, they both need to be enabled. In order for the bot to take a trade, the drone has to be enabled. The reason being is those are the AI component of this trading system. The bots and the drones run in tandem. They share a database. The drone has static settings. For the stop and the profit targets, they're very wide. Reason being is it's telling the bot what the range of the market is, where the best place to put the stop and profit targets with the current market conditions. I really wanted to show you that Unarenko chart on crude. It's really a beauty. There it is. It's down $80 today, but you can see the entries that it's been taking. It's actually in a trade. These Unarenko bars, I loaded too much data on it. Sorry about that. There's a little bit of a glitch here. Shoot. Okay, sorry about that. Let's come back to the Unarenkos. I'm going to close that chart. I loaded too many days of data. Where is it?
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Really surprised that, I missed this signal A. That's a shame. I was all over it. I believe it's because I was headed right into that blue line, that area of support or resistance. It's an area of actually support in this case. My entry came and I was within 60 ticks. I have to have at least 60 ticks of clearance to get into that. Let's bring the ES chart back. might have closed. Mm, yeah. Now, if we feel the Nasdaq will continue going lower, we could go to a signal B entry.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Um, no, Paul. What I do is I duplicate the drone. If I see the bot and the drone are both, if I see the bot is doing well, actually what I'll normally do is I'll duplicate the one doing the best. But I'll always leave the strategies running in their sim accounts. If I want to go to a live account on one of them, I'll just build a new template. On my strategies tab, I'll right click in the control center and I'll go to new strategy, and then I'll just build a duplicate of the strategy that I want to trade in my live account. Like if it's um, the retirement plan, I would select the retirement plan. Or if it was the 2-minute AI bot or drone, I'll usually do the drone because that's really the one that's signaling the trades. The bot is kind of dependent on the drone. So I'll duplicate the drone. And then I'll scroll down to my account and I'll put it in one of my funded accounts that I want to trade it in. And I'll leave the one that's running in Sim, I'll leave it running in Sim. So it continues to accumulate data. That data really becomes your friend, that performance data. So I always duplicate the strategy that I want to go live in so it doesn't mess up my my data. So the Russell, my Russell that's doing the best. I really want to get another ES chart. I don't know what happened to mine. ES. Okay, I'm just going to bring up this bear chart here just to keep an eye on it.
Order submitted.
Just going to add the Laguerre oscillator. And I like to see the volume. So on my indicators, I'm going to open the Market Internals P folder and look for that RLV indicator. And then because I'm going blind, I'm just going to make it a little bigger. Font size is 30, I'll make it 40. Oh, that's a little too big. I think 30 was good.
Order submitted.
So now the signal A jumped in long on the NASDAQ. You can see that trade. Let's keep an eye on this ES6U.
Order submitted.
Let's see if we can find the RTY. Signal B bot.
Order submitted.
Yeah, I know. I'm having the same problem, Stephen. I just noticed that. Um, in the past, when that's happened with Unirenko bars, is if you right click and go to your data series, right click your chart, go to your data series, and where it says days to load, change it to bars, and just load 1,500 bars. I'm having the same problem. Here's a Unirenko bar. If I right click and go to data series, I could change it from days to bars and just load 1,500 bars. Good morning, Michael. I'll show you. I'll show you my time. We did. This past Friday we changed the times in all of our 1-day passes. We went back and really crunched the numbers on them. And the time on the crude oil is from 8:30 to 9, and then we added a second session from 10:30 to 11.
Order submitted.
8:30 to 9, and then there's a break, and then a second session from 10:30 to 11. That's the crude oil 1-day pass. Things are kind of changing here. ES is retracing back up as well as the NASDAQ. On
Order
the 30 range, it's already set up for a long. It's just setting up now on the 2-minute. When did it take it this morning, Mike? I'll tell you right now. Man, I tell you, I think my charts are disappearing on me. It's very weird. My ES chart disappeared and my crude oil chart disappeared. 8:38. I'll tell you, I'm telling you, I must have seen this 5 times now. Between 8:30 and 8:45 on that crude oil, it always finds a monster. Looks like we could have even trailed. We could have trailed it even a little tighter. It closed over here, gave back a pretty substantial amount, and then it looks like it took another trade. Nope, that was it. Hmm. Went 47 ticks. That's what I thought. The profit target's only 30. You know, something weird happened with my data this morning. I think that trade was affected by it. That was a winner. That was a full winner. My rhythmic, my green light went red, and right before I came on, I noticed it, and that actually was a full winner there at 8:30. It went 47 ticks. My data got disconnected, and I had to reboot it, and I couldn't close that position for some reason. I remember now. Rhythmic is back working now. I see your question, Lawrence. For some reason this morning, my green light here for my connection, it went red, and I was in like 10 positions. So our second window of that crude oil 50-day pass is coming from 10:30 to 11. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on this strategy from 10:30 to 11.
Order submitted.
So I enabled account 18 from 10:30 to 11 on crude oil, the signal A. Retirement plan's still in that trade to the long side. I think Rhythmic is back to working, Lawrence. It's I see they reset. They gave me put an account that I had was affected by their glitches with Rhythmic, and they just renewed it, reset it, and no question, no muss, no fuss. They just automatically did it. So
Order submitted.
I got to commend them for that. Yeah, for me too. It's working. Yes, Holland. I duplicate the drone. I duplicate the drone because the bot is dependent on the drone. And if it's running in my SIM account, if it's in a trade, and I have it enabled to get into it, right away, it won't.
Submitted.
It won't. So yeah, I duplicate the drone. Yeah, I leave the bot on SIM. I'm starting to get this set up here to go long on the Nasdaq. Things have slowed down here considerably.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Signal A on crude just took off. Let's take a look at that trade. It's on the Signal A. This is the one I was highlighting this morning. Signal A bot and drone. This has been my hottest strategy.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Let's keep an eye on the Nasdaq too. Could get a big reversal here off of this area of resistance.
Order submitted.
Here we go. This could be the reversal right here on the Nasdaq. Low volume on crude.
Order submitted.
These are my open positions right now. Crude long, NASDAQ long, YM long, ES long. That ES got in. That was another one that came to the top. The ES is doing very well. Signal A early, and after 11, the signal B.
Order submitted.
Hi, Marcia. Can you show us what did change on CL 1 day pass? What did change was, I believe, the hours that we traded. Excuse me. So, if you go to your strategies and you find in your strategies list that CL 1 day pass right here, and first you're going to want to disable it by unchecking the box, and then you're going to right click on it and select Edit Strategy. And this is going to pop up. And you want your start time 1. There's going to be 2 start times, two sessions. It's going to run from 8:30 to 9 a.m. And that's regardless of what time zone you're in. It's hard coded for Eastern time, so this will trade 8:30 to 9 New York time, wherever you are in the world. Then you're going to check this add second trading hour feature. Check that off, and then you're going to put start time 2 from 10:30 to 11. And I believe that's the only thing that changed, Marcia. We're trading 10 contracts with a first profit target of 31. That would be 3,100. We're only risking 1,300. So we get almost 2 chances with this setup. Very little risk, 13, and we're going for 31. This one does have a trailer at 18. SLR, good morning, sir. There's actually 2 ways to do it. One would be manually by looking at our master spreadsheet. The second one is the shortcut is using our tool. You can always re-import, re-download, and re-import the AI Auto Trader zip. This zip right here. You can always download, re-download it, because you have to re-download it. You can't just import the version that you downloaded a week ago. In that same zip file, we keep updating the templates in there as well. So, on Saturday, over the weekend, is the perfect time, because Sergio usually does it late in the afternoon on Friday. So just to play it safe, if you do it Saturday or Sunday, just re-download that AI Auto Trader zip and import it into Ninja, and then shut down your Ninja Trader Control Center and open up that tool. And the tool is really quick and easy. You just load the data and create the strategies, and all of the brand new templates and all of the brand new inputs will automatically be in there.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
That crude trade went against us, so now we're out of that crude trade. So the CL, the only CL that's done well today is the 1-day pass. Yes, yes, Thomas. It's in the updates channel. Wherever you see we've done a software update, that zip file is always there. It's always the same zip file. We just keep updating that the content of what's in the zip file. So you could find it in the software update channel. Software updates. And then just look up for any one of the zip files. Here, it's this zip right here. This is the only one you would need to download and import, unless you're instructed otherwise. If there's a hard-coded update to the indicators or anything of that nature, then you would need them both. But just to update the inputs of the templates, you could just keep re-downloading this same zip file every weekend and use that tool. Shut down your Ninja after you've imported it, and then use that tool to build your strategies again. Oh yeah, crude oils, that's one of our best 1-day passes. That's why I did enable mine to go at 10:30. We'll come back to it at 10:30. Somehow I've got these mixed up. Let's come back down here. And I'm really keeping an eye on this ES chart because it gets hot right at about 11 o'clock. Signal A is in now. I really like the short roll on this. If I go to my strategies now and I look for my ES 1 day pass, let me see if I have the ES cash register. ES 5 minute signal B. I'm going to leave the signal B there. This looks like a duplicate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this strategy. I'm going to load, let me do this so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to load my ES signal A.
Order submitted.
And I've got 4 minutes. It's about to run out.
Order submitted.
What I'm looking for is the short roll off the 50. And my ES signal A would get me into that, but the trading hours is it's gonna pass me by. So I'm gonna hold off on that. Now both my 30 range on the Nasdaq and my 2 minute are both aligned for a long trade. I'm just heading into some really big upside resistance. But I've got you could see here, a multi-time frame alignment between the 30 range and the 2 minute.
Order submitted.
So now I'm really looking for a move to this upside on this signal B. Could be a juicy trade here. So if I go to my strategies and I take my signal B, now if it breaks through that area of resistance, I'm going to be in this trade to the long side on, let me see, my accounts that I'm up on are 19 and 21. So I've got it enabled on 19. So we'll put this on 19. And we'll look for this push right through this area of resistance. On the ES, I always like to put my VWAP on the chart. So I'm going to add my VWAP.
Order submitted.
Just broke above. Price is kind of bouncing on the VWAP here. Maybe broke just above the VWAP on the ES. So I'm looking for this push up now on the Nasdaq. We have some decent volume. Okay, I need it to pop in quick before I reach that red line. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to enable my ES on the signal B. The signal B has been red hot. It doesn't take many trades. If I go to my strategies, I've already set up a signal B in account 20. And I'm going to just open it up and just look at the time I have it going. It's going to start at 11. And that's based on the data. And I'm going to put this to 3100.
Order submitted.
And I'm trading 5 contracts. I'm going to put this to about 45 ticks. And it's on my Apex 20. Thought I had done this earlier. Oh, crude oil. I did it on crude. This account 18.
Order submitted.
The CL 1-day pass is in a position right now. I'm surprised I'm not. This has been a hot strategy, and I thought I had enabled it. Let's go to that black gold chart.
Order submitted.
There goes my Apex account. Taking a little heat here. Bounce off that 15. Bounce. Looks like it entered on a down bar too. Just made a correction on the signal A, where we have a filter where it will only enter a trade if it's a long trade. It'll only enter on a green candle. I see this one entered on a red candle. It looks like. Come on. Push up now. Did you add the second session, Scott? The 10:30 to 11? Yeah, you know what? I had it on my Apex too, and I don't think I got in it, Scott. I thought I had enabled it.
Order submitted.
Let's take a look. No, I actually put it on my black gold strategy. That one trades until 11. Why that didn't get in, I'm not sure. Just wicked me out. Let's see what that NASDAQ 20 Unorenco's been doing. NASDAQ 20U. This is the NASDAQ 20U.
Order submitted.
It's about break even. On a time analysis on the entry time, it's a mixed bag. It's still in that 50 that 1 day pass. It's giving us some heat though. It's at break even right now. The ES is still long. At 11 o'clock, that signal B strategy is going to kick in if it's still trending up. I'm still in on 19, it says. Not sure why it's doing that. I'm showing that position is closed.
Order submitted.
Oh, that account got blown. I don't know how it got blown. It was up 900. Let me look at my Art Trader Pro real quick on that. You know, it never should. It's this Apex account. Something's not right with the rhythmic. This Apex account is it never hit the auto liquidate number. Really weird. I've never seen that happen before. My Art Trader Pro has the auto liquidate price at 49,395. That's really weird. Now it's popping up for us. both at 20 now. Look at the prime time. Signal C prime time is winning nicely today. You're in the trade. Oh, great, Marcia. You're in the long trade? Good try, Thomas. I know. I'm going for the gusto today too. If you haven't noticed, it's just not giving us a lot to work with. Go, Marcia. I'm kind of excited to get into this ES move.
Order submitted.
Let me see. I think I just got into a position now. Yep, on Apex 20. Come on, get up there. I'm gonna give this a little more room, actually. I'm not gonna let this one wick me out. Come on, get up there now. Come on. Now the gear is locked. Come on, jump up. Go ahead. There you go. I see what it is. It's the unrealized gains that we have to be careful of. We have to trail these trades. I saw Mark yesterday was trailing them tight. Now I see why. Now I see why. That ES trades to the moon. The CL 1 day pass is still in there. You're right, Thomas. I know. That's why I was hoping to go for the gusto today, but I see my problem. My problem, I was wondering how that other account got blown. And my unrealized profits, if you're in with that many contracts, your unrealized gains before it comes back and hits your stop, drags your auto liquidate. Your threshold goes up higher because of those unrealized gains. Wow, that ES trade is a monster. I'm gonna pin it to my 50, my 15. If it's up 600, I don't want to give too much of that back. The signal B is going to kick in at 11. There goes crude. You were doing 16 contracts? Oh my God. Well, that was a $250,000 account, Thomas. How'd you do on the trade, Marcia? Gotcha. 250. Kind of disappointed in myself for not being in that ES trade, I got to tell you. Because it's number one on my list. ES cash register, that's the signal A. And then go to the signal B at 11, and I somehow got distracted with the NASDAQ. Happens every day. Take a quick look at what NVIDIA is doing. Wow, look at that crude oil trade. My black gold just didn't get in it. I don't know how. Oh, it's past 10:30. Oh, this isn't. I thought this was. Let me put it to my. I thought this was my Apex account. I'm really. I didn't mean to get in its way. Still in this signal B on the Nasdaq. We got that upside slowly working its way through this resistance. I tell you, once it clears these last few hurdles, this thing might really be off to the races for real. really pushing the price up right now. We have really no chance of the 2 minute unless on a reversal. If this uptrend continues, our only way to cash in would be on the signal B or C. My thinkorswim is down. It's down today, 73 cents. It's coming back though. All right, we're going to really level up on this signal B on this E-mini. We break through this resistance on the NASDAQ. We got our 30 range and our 2 minute in agreement right now. Only one way to go. Here we go. Come on. Pop me into this trade. Hopefully right when we break through this. Here we go. That E-mini is going to go all the way. And crude oil is very quietly drifting down. These are really my three go-to strategies, and I'm just kicking myself right now.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
There we go. Come on now. Keep going up for us. Got the entry we were waiting on. Broke right through that area of resistance. Let's see if we can get a continuation here through the area of resistance. Little follow through. Those unrealized gains hurt. Can't take much heat on these trades. I think we have to trail them a little tight. I'm going to have to trail them a little tighter. Go ahead. Bounce. Get up there. Low volume. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Order submitted.
Push it through there. Getting some resistance here to the upside. Got a doji. Crude oil got stopped out. Come on now. Give us some follow through. The Bulls and the Bears here are really fighting it out. Mm. Coming up to 11 o'clock. About 3 or 4 more minutes. Really need this trade to push up. Oh, the prime time strategy's on fire. Come on now. Some follow through. Love to see my ES kick in at 11. Come on, push up now. There you go. Come on. Hmm. Not sure, Holland. I would have to see.
Order submitted.
The ES is a nice strong move up, and the Nasdaq is. Well, the Nasdaq is too. It's just kind of stutter stepping on us. It's not one straight line up, is it? It's a slow and steady move up. I hope we have enough room for it. Don't come back now, for the love of God. Got blood, sweat, and tears in this one. We got trouble. We've got problemas. Get a little bounce off this 15.
Order submitted.
Hmm. All right, it's 11:02. Let's see if we can get into a trade on the ES long. Let's give it a little room here. Could blow the account, but you know
Order
what?
submit. Order
We're going to
submitted.
be a little more aggressive now.
Order submitted.
Take a little more risk. Mm. Ouch. It just didn't want to go. It did not want to go for us. I'll tell you. The retirement plan jumped in on the counter trend.
Order submitted.
Huh. Oh, I thought we were going to get that trade. Maybe due to there's another drone. I don't think that would affect it, actually. Just no follow through on that one. Uh, the signal A long on the NQ, the haymaker. Um, Number 17, that might be. Yeah, number 17 is good. Let's take a look at that prime time on the 8U. I don't think we can ignore that. I'm going to make a new strategy, and I'm going to load the prime time. The entries that takes. I'm going to let it run just the way it's programmed to. Let me see. Let's try number 18 on this one. Number 18 here. NQ prime time.
Order submitted.
Can't
Order
find where
submitted.
it went. Look at this retirement plan. I just built the strategy and now I can't find it. Here it is. All right, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. We'll go to 11:30. Give me just a moment. I'll be right back. Let's put this to number 18. Let me see if I can find the chart here. Let's go to the 8 Unirenko. Let's take a look at this. 8 2040. Put it on the NASDAQ. This is the prime time. This is the strategy I just set up. And this is on number 18. This is looking at an 8 Unirenko. And we're going to let this run in the background. If it gets into a trade, I will let you know. I can actually bring it over here.
Order submitted.
This is the entry it likes. It likes the pullback and continuation up. You can see it's up $1,300 so far. It really likes this environment. So if this continues to the upside, it's going to pop us into it. Well, tomorrow we got the big economic news coming out, and then the FOMC is, I believe, in the afternoon is going to be talking. So let's take a look at the calendar tomorrow. For tomorrow, satisfactory. Have the bond auction today at 1, 10-year bond auction. And then tomorrow, 8:30, core CPI. 10:30, CPI month over month and CPI year over year, all at 8:30. And then crude inventory at 10:30, 2 o'clock. Federal funds rate, FOMC economic projections, FOMC statement. 2:30, FOMC press conference. Tomorrow is a full day of news reports. We're going to get that continuation down, it looks like. Retirement plan's loving it. All right, I'm going to run to the restroom. Give me 2 minutes.
Order submitted.
Yes, hello girls. I got my two daughters here. Okay. They're very excited this morning.
Order submitted.
Something just fired off. Well, let me see what the time is on this. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. That first trade, I tell you, when we first opened, that was the best trade of the day for me. I hear you, Scott. Uh, with that news report, it's the day to do it. Do the old Hail Mary. You know, one long, one short. And try to find one more trade here before 11:30. Hopefully, if the market cooperates with us a little bit. I think I'm really close to getting into this 8 Unarenko long. Here we go with that signal A. 30 range signal A. This one. 17. Let me see if that account's even still alive. 17. Yes, 17 is alive. Alive and kicking. And we got the ES signal B on 20. Ooh, 20 took a hit. Seventeen, 18, or 21.
Order submitted.
Oh, something just fired off. Let's put this one at 21. All right. Let's take a look at the prime time entries just out of curiosity. The prime time traded really great today, and I'm curious what the entries look like. If we go to that prime time account on the chart trader, we could plot, we'll see all the executions plotted. So let's find an NQ8 Unarenko, signal C prime time. And it takes the retracements back and continuation long. So it came back and then it headed up and caught a beautiful trade long. Here's another one. Got the pullback that back towards the 50, and then boom for a full winner. Those signal C entries are always going to be tight to the 50 if we have the conditions that we have enabled on it. So those signal C entries worked really well today on the 8 Unorenco. Having some real issues. I'm going to have to get with Charles or Sergio. My Unorenco charts want to freeze up on me. See if I can get rid of it. Okay. Suzanne, those are in the I believe they're in the ecosystem as a free indicator. The Ninjarenko. If you go to Ninja Trader's ecosystem, let me see if I can find it for you. Ninjarenko bars. Ninja. Yeah, if you Google it, there's a few downloads there, Suzanne. Whoa. Got my audio turned up. Well, I'll tell you, I think things are kind of going sideways on us here. As much as I want to trade, the market's not cooperating. Did have some really nice opportunities. You heard that? Sorry. I know I tried to get Suzanne's Ninjarenko bars, and I clicked on the link in the search, and there was a symphony orchestra that almost shot me right through the roof. Sorry about that. Yes. Ah. Now we do have a signal B on gold setting up. Maybe we go for the gusto on that. It's very low volume.
Order submitted.
If it wasn't such low volume. Oh, I got into a trade on the NASDAQ on account 18. That might be the that Unirenko chart I just closed. It is. All right, one more. One more shot at it. The Unirenko bar shot put me in. Come on, let's go. Let's go. I gotta squeeze it. Don't come all the way back. What can I tell you? Yeah, the prime time. That was prime time. If I would have left the trade alone, this is the same trade running in the sim account. The NQ8U prime time signal C. That's a real mouthful. I got excited for a moment. We got our gear locked long. On both the 30 range and the 2-minute. We've got some upside resistance on the 30 range. Retirement plan had a really good day today. It's up $1,000. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. This was our leaderboard today. The CL 1-day pass up $2,000. Number 2, the prime time.
Order submitted.
Prime time's still in this. I just took another position. Let's see if it's not a. Nope. Prime time is still in this one. It's in it to win it. Retirement plan was number 3. NQ30 range, signal B.
Order submitted.
Yeah, they're down here, Thomas. They're there. There are a lot of losing strategies. We kind of focus on the winning ones, but they do take losers, and I have plenty of losing strategies. The NASDAQ 2-minute signal A. That's the same, almost the same as retirement plan, except it has that's using the AI. That signal C20 Unirenko did really well. I'm going to write a note to talk to the team about the Unirenko bars. The gold signal A did very well. We traded a mixture of those strategies in the Apex accounts. ES6 Unirenko, very good day. The signal A continues to do well. The signal B trades 11 to 1, I believe it is. Still trading. The Haymaker stood its ground today, was up 320. The YM signal B bot 280. The drone 180. Russell for a nominal, just a small gain on the Russell. So we're going to close out with this last trade here on the. This is our NQ 8 Unirenko Signal C prime time. I really like these conditions. This is that area of resistance that we can never break through, but maybe we break through it now. Let's take a look at our strategies on the signal B. Since our Lagira is locked long, I think 18 is still good. Yep, 17, 18, 21. I'm going to keep 21 enabled. 20 died. So 21 is still good. I'm leaving it on the ES signal B. I'm going to let that one trade. And I've got the Haymaker and the signal B.
Order submitted.
All right, we'll give it 5 more minutes. If we're still in this trade, 11:40, we'll call it quits. Was curious to see if we broke through this area of resistance. It's been trying to break that. Had a nice move up. Look at that.
Order submitted.
Gonna have a nice chicken salad sandwich.
Order submitted.
I think everybody's taking their lunch break. Gold is just shooting up. Big spike of volume. Look at that. The signal B jumped on it. Mm. Tell you, a retirement plan may have been the way to go today. Seemed like it was trending market, but there was some nice pullbacks, some nice retracements. Big spike in volume on crude. Somebody got tomorrow's report early. Very tempting to take that on a discretionary basis. It's turning 1,200 contracts a minute. Well, I wish it gave us some. The market was a little more cooperative today. Okay, don't forget, load up on your Apex accounts today. Might I want to emphasize might be the end of the 90% sale. I think they're due to discontinue it. I think maybe they'll go to 80%. Hopefully not 71. But I'm going to put in our coupon code. If you guys are kind enough to use it, we would really appreciate it. You can see our coupon code is on the screen. It's TDVCLAXN. And if you're going to replenish or re-up or stock up, tonight till midnight Eastern Time, 90% off. And that does include the one-day pass. Remember, when they don't run that one-day pass, we need 7 trading sessions. Okay, here we go. Maybe we'll get a short roll here. On my 2-minute, I'm still above the 50. My 30 range, I'm just below it, but my Ligure is pinned. So a signal B to the downside is a possibility on number 18. My 15 is above my 50. I need the cross. It's not set up perfectly just yet. I need this. I need my 15 below my 50, I believe. Thomas, you should be able to reset your password. Can't log into the members area to get the new zip. The new zip. Which zip are you looking for, Thomas? Are you in Discord or no? Might get this short move down on the 30 range on a signal
Order
B.
submitted.
I just heard something fire off. Yeah, the haymaker's in. Got in nice and early too. Come on, get me into this trade. It passed me. Sell it.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
What happened? Oh no.
Order submitted.
Ah, you know, I don't know what happened there. I think my strategy did fire off, but it wouldn't let me execute the 10 contracts. Hmm. I tell you, I'm tempted to go to Tradeovate. It seems like Rhythmic is still having a number of issues. We got a ton of volume here on the Nasdaq. I just don't. Let me see if I take it on a discretionary, we'll watch this signal A.
Order submitted.
Had a really nice spike in volume just now. It's still really nice. 2200. See if we get this roll here. This is where our signal A would kick in. If it rolls to the downside now. Trade of 8 is better, Tom? Just waiting for my Ligure to pop through this green area short.
Order submitted.
See if we can get into this trade.
Order submitted.
Come on down. Yeah, I actually took the trade on a green bar. I made the same mistake. Come on, go down. Mm-mm-mm. Hmm.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Went down.
Stop filled.
All right, it's a nice trade. All right, everybody. Listen, I really appreciate you staying late and hanging in there. So we wound up with a nice trade there on the signal B with that short roll to the downside. I am going to stop and take a lunch break, and God willing, we will resume tomorrow. Hey, Tech Life. Tech Life, if you check out the Discord, if you're one of our members, um, you could kind of see what everybody is posting and get a good indication of what's working and what's not. And I hope everybody has a blessed day. I'm trying to think. Hey, Tech, well, give me a call, Tech Life. I'd love to talk to you. I'll put my phone number in here. I'm going to take a lunch break, but I'll be around all afternoon. All right, everybody. Listen, thank you very much again for joining us, and God willing, we will be back tomorrow. A lot of news reports tomorrow, hopefully some good opportunities. And don't forget, tonight at midnight, the Apex sale potentially could end if it doesn't get extended. So have a great day, everybody, and hopefully we'll see you
Order
tomorrow.
submitted.
Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.